Hi guys, how are you today? Um, so we're gonna start by, or I'm gonna start by showing you some household items that you can use as yoga props if you don't have yoga props or accessories at home. You can also leave comments or questions below um, for where to buy yoga accessories, and I will also try to link some places for you to go. Target, you can go on to Amazon. You can even check in with your local yoga studios, maybe check in with South Hills Power Yoga and see if they're selling them to actually, give back into some of these yoga studios that are kind of desperate for a little bit of extra income right now. Um, so, yoga block. This is, these are very nice to have for so many different reasons. To help aid you in a lot of balancing poses, to help you with back bending. You have a lot of different options with the block in like using it to aid you in different asanas or poses. Okay, you can also use them to sit on for breathing exercises or meditation. They're really nice to have. And they don't cost a whole lot. So I have two, I actually have four of these in the house. And Chloe will use them to build with and so forth. But they are not that expensive, and but if you don't have them in the house, you can use things like this, which is a can of breadcrumbs. It's about the same size. It'll give you the same leverage in a balancing pose like half moon, okay? So I'm starting with my right foot forward, and I'm just bringing the breadcrumb can on the inside of my right foot, bending into that right knee, and then walk it up just like I would tell you to do with blocks. Get myself centered here. It is also different practicing yoga on a carpet versus like hardwood floor or linoleum, okay? It's harder to balance. But anyway, a can of breadcrumbs or like a big can of chicken soup, progresso soup, tomatoes, stewed tomatoes, things like that. You can use as a block until you find something, or if you don't want to buy anything. You, if you have like this, this is one of my meditation pillows, but you don't have to have this to do meditation. You can just sit on your sit bones. It's just more comfortable. If you do get a block, you can use that, or you can just take a throw blanket and fold it a couple times and stick it under your sit bones as well. We'll also use a throw blanket when we do things like candlestick or shoulder stand, to use to help protect our lower neck and under the shoulders. Another prop or accessory is a yoga strap. Okay, these are great. These are great tools. Also pretty inexpensive, but again, if you don't have them right now, this is a scarf. You can use a scarf. You can use a tie. You can take an old t-shirt and cut it and use that as a strap. Those are some different ways of finding yoga accessories in your house if you don't have the blocks or the straps at present. Okay, so we're just gonna start with simple breathing. You're gonna practice that H breath that we used last week, and then we're gonna move into some cat-cow, down dog, and practice some half moon. Okay, So I'm going to invite you to close your eyes and allow yourself to get grounded. You can either sit on your knees like I am or on your sit bones. And if closing your eyes isn't something that you're feeling today, maybe just let your gaze be heavy down towards the ground and just start to become connected to your breath. Just simple inhale and exhale. And then we're going to start taking deeper breaths in through the nose. And allow the exhale out through the mouth, pushing out with like an H sound. And again, inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. See if you can curl the breath in the back of the throat. And this time we're going to close the mouth and make that H sound. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Good. And then just gently start to open the eyes. Good. Okay. So from wherever you are, if you need to stop the video to grab a scarf or a tie, or if you happen to have a yoga strap, go ahead and do so. And then once you do, then go ahead and restart. Otherwise, we're going to continue on. So I'm actually going to use my scarf because sometimes it's a little softer to use than the strap. And I'm just going to take and maybe be about like, you can judge it, shoulder width apart with my grabbing my thumb and my first finger and pulling it tight. And I'm going to lift it straight up towards the ceiling. Good. So what you're going to do is you're going to continue to pull in that same place, but press the chest forward and keep reaching the hands back. Okay, use your breath. Let your chin drop down to your chest and relax and breathe. Inhale and exhale. Reach over to the right. Okay, so the right hand is pulling down and you're stretching into that shoulder, left shoulder blade. Inhale, exhale towards the center as we lean over towards the left now. Use your breath. Inhale and exhale. So our shoulder blades are really flexible, believe it or not. So if you're not practicing getting into that shoulder, it becomes stiff and achy and sore. And a lot of us carry a lot of tension in our shoulders, okay? We're gonna do it again. This time, we're not gonna worry about being squared into our shoulders this time. We're gonna reach up and stretch out, okay? And this time, we're gonna lean over to the left. Just pull a little harder with the right hand and breathe. Good. Inhale over to the right side. And then back to the center and reach back as far as you can. Breathe. Good. Okay, so we're gonna take our feet out in front of us and we're gonna do a forward fold. So I like to say move out your tush and cushion and press the legs down into the ground, lift the shoulders and push the chest forward. So it almost pretend like your legs are glued into the ground beneath you, and flex your toes back towards your chest. Pull your belly in a little bit and lift yourself up high. You can take your strap or your scarf or your tie. And we're gonna reach up, and as we fold forward, wrap the strap, the tie, the scarf around the top of your feet, just underneath your toes, okay? And then walk your hands, your fingers, up as close as you can towards the feet. Some of you might even be able to touch your toes. If you can, go ahead and do so. And we're going to lead with our chest, inhale, and exhale, bend into the elbows and fold forward. Use your breath. So with every breath, you're going to inhale, lift, and exhale, release. Okay, 2 more deep breaths. Inhale, exhale, release. Inhale, exhale, release. Okay? So with every inhale and exhale, you can find more movement in your body. Okay, and then we're going to allow ourselves to release back up. Okay? All right, so coming on to your hands and knees, you're gonna do a little cat-cow action. So in cat-cow, you wanna make sure that your wrists are in line with your shoulders, okay? And your feet are hips width apart, your hands are shoulder width apart. We're going to pull the belly into the spine and spread the shoulders, like round the top of the back. As you pull the belly in for cat, and then relax the belly down and look up for cow. And we round for cat. Good, and drop the belly and look up for cow. 2 more times. Inhale, round. Use your breath. Exhale, release for cow. Again, and round for cat. Good, and exhale, release for cow. Always feel free, especially if you're a family with younger kids, to use the meow for a cat and a moo for a cow. All right, so staying right here, let's practice some balancing on the ground, okay? So we're gonna take our right hand out, thumb facing up towards the ceiling, and then take and extend our left leg, toes pointing out, okay? So you can stay here and hold it for 2 breaths, or you can take your right hand and reach for that left foot. Push the left foot into the right hand, and we breathe. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, release. Other side, left hand out and extended, and right foot out and extended. Stay here for 2 breaths. Also engage your belly, or take your left hand back to reach for the right foot, pushing the right foot into the left hand, and we breathe. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. So we're going to go right into Balasana, or child's pose. So big toes touching in the back, knees out wide. So it's almost like you're creating a V from the top of your knees, and then your toes come into the bottom of the V for child's pose. And just come and bring your forehead down to the mat. Let your fingertips walk ahead in front of you, stretching out that upper back. It kind of goes all the way down towards the middle of the back. Use your breath. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale. Try to walk the fingers a little bit more and exhale. Good. And so let's walk the fingers over towards the left side. Okay, so what we're doing here is we're stretching out the right side of the body. Use your breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Try to walk those fingers a little bit more. Good. Back to the center. We'll walk over now to the right side. Stretching out the left side of your body. Use your breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Back towards the center. All right, so we're gonna go right into down dog, okay? So fingers are spread really wide on your mat. Looks like this, okay? Thumbs facing towards each other. So you wanna make sure you're not putting a lot of pressure on your wrist. So let's stretch out our wrist really quickly before we moved into that, because we were on all fours for a little while. So go ahead and press your left palm out. You're gonna take your right hand on top of the left palm, the left fingers, we're gonna grab them, and then push through the left palm, pull the right fingers back just a little bit. Okay, you have to push a little bit of force and relax, pushing through, okay? And we'll do the opposite side. Okay, just reaching on those fingers, pushing through the palm at the same time. Breathe, and then we're gonna relax, pushing the palm in. Okay, swirling a little there. So to alleviate discomfort in the wrist, because if you're not using your fingertips, if you're not using the strength in your forearms and your biceps, you start to put too much pressure on the wrist, and then that's where the discomfort comes in when you're moving through different poses, okay? So let's pay attention to that. So thumbs facing towards each other, fingers spread out wide, okay? Dig your fingertips into the mat, including your thumbs. Press into those fingertips, curl your toes under, and use your hands, your palms, your fingertips to lift your sit bones up towards the ceiling and push you back. Take the pressure away from your wrist, okay? So here we are in down dog. Take your gaze up towards your belly. Lift the sit bones up towards the sky. Bend your right knee. Look under your left side. Push that left heel back a little bit. Use your breath. Inhale, exhale, we switch. Bend the left knee now. Look under the right side of the body. Pushing the right heel back. Use your breath. Inhale. Exhale, push both heels down on the mat. Good. Turn the shoulders in towards each other. And take a deep breath as you exhale. Walk your hands, your fingertips back to your toe tips. Now we're in a different forward fold. Okay. Use your breath. Inhale, come up the shins halfway. Pull the belly into the spine, flatten the back. Exhale, release. Good. Keep the belly in towards the spine, and we start to roll up. One vertebrae at a time. Okay? So, the position of my camera is cutting me off a little. I have to figure out a better way for this. But for now, I'm going to grab my block, okay? But you can grab a substitute for the block. Feel free, okay? If you need to do that, stop the video and go and find your block. We're going to practice half moon. So I'm going to place the block by my right foot. So my right toes are facing forward, and my back left toes are also facing forward. We're going to bend into the right knee And using our block, let me come back a little bit. You're gonna use your block to walk forward just a little bit. Bend into that right knee and start to kick the left foot back, pressing through the heel, okay? Keep your gaze down towards the mat or the carpet, the ground, and then start to peel open that left hip. Whoop, whoop. Keep your eyes steady to the ground until you feel centered enough to start to open up, okay? Oh, there you go. This is one of my favorites. Kind of feel like you're floating, right? Stay there as long as you can. If you want, maybe you can attempt to bend into, woo! It is hard to balance on carpet where I'm at right now. But give it a try. What do you got to lose? All right, so from here, we're just gonna step the left foot down to meet the right foot. I'm gonna turn in front of you and just come down into a squat, okay? To get into the hips. We're gonna just bring the hands down in between. We're not gonna go into crow pose today, but if you do know how to do crow pose, go ahead and take one. We're gonna take an inhale and exhale, come in to forward fold, okay? This time we're just gonna wash away to the right and the left. Pull the belly into the spine as you come all the way up, okay? And do half moon on that left side, okay? So, block is in front of the left foot, okay? And your left toes, right toes are all facing forward at this point. Bend into your left knee, use the block to walk forward a little bit and find your balance. Your eyeballs are helping you with your balance right now. Pull the belly in to also help you with your balance. As you start to kick that right leg back, pushing through the heel, okay? Use your eyes and your belly to help you with balance and your breath. Breathe. And as you start to feel more confident, peel open, okay? And you can use the energy through that back foot to help you find alignment. And then if you wanted to reach back for the foot, you can. Notice one side will always be a little easier for you than the other side, okay? And then bring that foot down to meet the other as we come again into a squat. Maybe you can bring your hands up. Good. Okay. Bring the hands down to the ground. Fold forward into our last. Wash away all the way up. Nice and tall. Take right foot behind the left and come down into an easy sit. And there you go. We learned how to use some props today and practice a very challenging standing pose, half moon. And we practiced our breath a little bit more. And we introduced cat-cow and down dog. And I thank you very much for sticking through the whole video. And so let's close it with a sitting Shavasana. If you would like to lie back on your mat, go ahead and do so. And begin to center yourself. And don't worry about breathing heavy or deep. Just gonna allow yourself to relax. Notice how your body feels after the movement. Notice the temperature of your breath as it moves in through the nose and out through the nose. So allow yourself to relax for the next 4 breaths. wherever you are, if you're either sitting or lying. If you're lying, start to wiggle your toes, stretch your arms up over your ears. If you're sitting, start to wiggle your fingers. And we'll bring our hands to the heart center and finish our practice with Namaste. Thank you for joining me. If you enjoy these videos, subscribe to the channel, like and subscribe. I feel like I'm watching a YouTube channel with Chloe. And leave comments below for things that you're looking for your class or at home, or poses that you would like to practice. I look forward to reading them. Have a great evening. Bye, guys.